I was just telling someone, I asked a driver yesterday, does Koinange Street still exist? And is it still doing the same business? and these are the small things that, remind me of Kenya.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, mambo vipi? Karibuni sana. This is Mpasho and we have the pleasure of hosting one of the biggest celebrities kutokea East Africa. His name is Bebe all the way from Uganda, and he's in Kenya to promote his new album, Break the Chain. So we are here to have a discussion and look at the album and what the album has to offer and how the preparations behind the scene of this particular album went down. Karibuni sana. Welcome our brother. Mambo vipi?
Fit sana.
Yeah.
Mambo aje?
Salama sana.
Thank
How
you.
good is
I think 12 hours old now. It's returning slowly. I have that problem when my wife speaks Swahili.
Yeah.
Every time she goes to her mother's house.
Yeah.
They speak Swahili. So everything comes back only if I take 24 hours.
Yeah.
Boom. Now I need
a refresher
today.
course.
Today, if I get people talking to me in Swahili, all the words will be back.
Yeah. So should we do this interview in Swahili?
Acha wewe. Unataka kunigonga.
Welcome to Kenya, my brother.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we are here promoting our new album, Break the Chains.
Yes.
We just want to talk about the album a little bit, find out the genesis of this particular album and what was the inspiration first of this particular name that we have chose to go with the album.
The name comes from the pain the pain I have had for quite some time.
Yeah.
I've been feeling like, I'm in the same place. I keep working hard, working so hard, but I'm in the same place. Why am I in the same place? It's because I keep doing the same thing over and over. And the pain comes because I keep expecting a different result. Yeah. But yet I'm doing the same thing. So I decided to do something different.
Yeah.
And I can see the result is now different. So I had to break that chain of doing the same thing. And this applies to everyone else in different, genres of life.
Yeah.
You whether it is within marriage or work or, education, you keep pushing the same thing and you don't see the result you're expecting.
Yeah.
So maybe you need to do it in another way. So that's what I did. I did music the same way for over 30 years.
Yeah.
And you can tell by evidence that us as East African artists, we were way ahead of, so many countries in Africa.
True.
But there came a time we just stuck there and we backslid.
Yeah.
No longer, by now there should be 4 or 5 global players from East Africa.
Yeah.
You can see it's only time and, trying to push. Now you can see that in Kenya, BN has taken the step.
Yeah.
Now you can see that in Uganda, Bebe has taken the step. Joshua Baraka has taken the step. So we need to do this solid as East African artists. So unless if you break that mentality, that mindset that, just because you're doing songs that are liked by Kenyans, you should stay comfortable. No.
Yeah.
You can do the songs that are liked by Kenyans, but you can target the globe.
Yeah.
So we need to break that chain. So that's why I called it Break the Chain.
Ah, nice. That was a good one. Because now we are taking a new direction here.
Yes.
But this is 16
track album.
How long did it take to put all this together? Now that we have collaborations, we have Joshua there. On the other side, from the west, we have Yemi.
Yes.
How long did it take to...
And we also have DJ Edu on the album.
True.
It took me about 1.5 years to put together. We began with about 50 songs. We drew down. Yes.
Wow.
We went, actually, some of the writers, we've got a writer here in Kenya. We've got writers in Uganda, and we've got writers in Nigeria, and we've got writers in South Africa. So we put up a very big team.
Yeah.
to work with us, so that we could come up with a good variety of songs from which we would pick. So from 50 went to 25, from 25 zeroed down to 16.
To 16 that now we have in the album. You have mentioned something interesting. You mentioned that you have writers across all these countries.
Yes.
So for you, it is not a problem if you seek someone's hand when it comes to writing your songs?
It is not a problem at all, and these are some of the things I want to motivate artists to do. You can write, yes, but at the same time you can buy music. The Western world, moved long ago into buying songs. You've heard Whitney has written for so and so, Michael wrote this, who wrote that. So it's a business. Even writers are in the system, in the process of the industry. We have artists who sing, we have producers, we have technicians, sound technicians, mixing engineers. So we can also have writers. So artists should not feel small. Or the people should break that local mentality of thinking that when they write for you a song, oh, you're weak and stuff like that. No. You've given your brother a business.
True.
It's in Africa we have to allow. This is job creation. I look at it in so many different aspects. I can earn from being the artist of the song. Let somebody else earn from being a writer of that song. Let somebody else earn from being, the engineer of that song and stuff like that.
Nice. So in all these 16 projects that we have right now, on all major streaming platforms, the reception has been awesome.
Beautiful.
Yes. What was that song for you that tells a personal story? You say, this one, I put it on the album and it speaks to me.
There are two songs that really mean a lot to me. One is it's called Home, and the other is called Hidden Agendas. Home is a song that speaks to each and everyone in life. There's that one thing that every person requires to have. There's that person you want to call, either when you're happy or you're sad. There's that person you trust to indulge in, to keep everything that, even if it means that you're out there somewhere and things are not working, that person you call. So this song is called Home is a Person, because then you feel at home when you speak to that person. You express yourself in every single kind of way. So Home is a Person. If you call home a home without a person in there, then if you make the call, nobody picks. There has to be a person. So a home is a person. Yes. And then Hidden Agendas, of course, in life, we're experiencing too much when it comes to friends and the decisions that they make around us. People have hidden agendas around everyone. You just can't know. You try to know, but you just can't. You say, I'm going to trust this person, but like 95% we always get shocked by people who surround us.
True.
Then you wonder which agendas they had. Of course, they were hidden agendas. So those are the two.
Nice.
Thank you.
When you landed here at the airport, you were picked. Yesterday we had a press conference. Yes. A very colorful one, I will say.
Thank you.
And I was happy to see that we had the likes of Wyre Nazizi came to support. Yes. How do you interpret that particular gesture first?
It's a very, very, wonderful, and I'm so proud and happy and appreciative of my brother and sister, because that's what I'm expected of in Uganda. If they have a media tour, if they have, when they need my support, that's what we should do for one another. Yes.
And this is a brotherhood, a sisterhood that has existed for more than 20 years.
Exactly.
So one thing that Kenyans probably will always expect or want to see whenever these guys are doing shows and all that. I have attended a show that probably Nazizi is doing, Wyre is doing, and they always have that urge of seeing you guys do something together. Yeah,
we after this album is out, now Wyre Nazizi, they're listening to it. But we already had something prepared by one of the best producers in Nigeria, that's Phil Keys. We coming up with something as Bashment again, because Bashment is made up of the three different brands. So we push our individual brands, but also there comes a time when I think when we are now ready to come in and you know, give the public, our fans, the Bashment crew, then we come in. So now we're in studio, and I'm very sure within, let's say, a month or two at most, we'll have 2 bangers on there. Yes.
Nice, because I think that one will be something amazing, and fans will be eager to hear what you guys will be cooking.
Thank you.
Yes, because I think Bebe, then we have Naz and Wyre. You guys have managed to remain relevant in the game. For over these years, there are people who have come in the industry, they have been swept away and all that, but you guys have been here, and now we have a new album. What will you say has been some of your stronghold that have you kept you relevant until this time?
Well, it's the anger that I set my bar so high from the beginning. And I feel I'm just halfway. So I don't care what it takes. And until I hold on to the bar, that's when I will give up. Or not even give up. Relax and say, I just did it. For now, I just have to keep, evolving, 2, accepting, because all those are factors that, factor in when it comes to longevity. Styles of music keep changing, genres, fashion keeps changing. Physically, as an artist, you're growing, your body keeps changing, priorities, responsibilities, but as long as you keep the other line straight, that what, everything I do, no matter what I do, the music has to go, because it's what feeds the rest of them. Then all these other disciplines will have to kick in. So I watch all those things together, of course, with my health.
Nice. What will be a word of advice to somebody who is who has been ushered into the industry recently? They are doing well probably, or they are looking at to you guys who have done amazingly for over the years. What are some of the 3 things you'll tell them? Make sure you take these boxes so that you can be where we have been, or surpass even, and go ahead and represent the nation or the continent.
They have to be God believing, first of all. And they have to stay away from drugs. And they have to have a plan. Stick to it, and give themselves time. There's no rush. If at my age, I'm still doing it, then why are you rushing to accomplish everything in just a very short time? That kind of rush can send you into, mental crash down, because you're not seeing things happening your way, because you think someone else is benefiting quick. Why not you, and stuff like that. Everybody has their time, but the ones who take time are always ones who keep it. The quicker you earn it, the quicker it goes. But if you take time to get it, you will learn how to keep it. And once it is in your hands, you will not let go. So those are the most important aspects that I think I would give to an incoming artist.
Nice. Music and its making always has challenges. What are some of the things you will say during the making of this particular album, Break the Chains, were some of the, probably, say it was some of the major challenges that you encountered in making the album?
Definitely, as an artist or as a business person, you always have challenges with finances, because I financed this album in person. I mean, this album, in preparing it, up to 30 days ago,
Yeah.
it costed me over $700,000.
Yeah. That's
Now,
quite a lot of money.
that's a lot of money.
Yes.
I mean, you're working with the topmost producers in the world, engineers in the world. You're flying different countries. You have this album has a team of over I would say over 200 people who have worked on it before it came out. They are spread within South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, Uganda, and London. So, but this that I'm talking about, the finance issues, usually a record company doing that.
Yeah.
So now this was me, the artist, funding myself. So that was it was a very big challenge.
Yeah.
So secondly, maybe the other challenge was the fact that I had decided to change everything and do afresh,
something new,
breaking that chain.
Yeah.
I was worried. Was it gonna work? Is it gonna be accepted?
Yeah.
Am I gonna? Is the album going to hit the wall, or is it going to go through and stuff like that? So of course now, 30 days after, it makes a lot of sense, and it is very clear that it has been accepted.
Yes.
And hence now we've started the media tour.
Yeah.
Very happily. So those were the two challenges that I had.
Yeah.
I think that the others are pretty small.
Yeah.
Yes.
The most satisfying thing about the album itself, now that we have it, it is streaming. The reception is good.
Yes.
Yes.
Of course, East African people now need to learn how the industry has moved on now. I know the Gen Zs know this. Music is all about streaming now. It's no longer about, looking for a hit song. Because you can even have a hit song, but it's not being streamed.
Yes, true.
So what matters is we have to teach our people of Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, South Sudan, Congo. We have to teach them the culture of streaming music. If you want an artist to blow global, the global big stars are looking out for artists who have big numbers in streaming. That's how the Nigerian artists beat the East African artists. And they're showing us the truth. They're not hiding. They're saying, guys, it's Afrobeat on the global map now.
Yeah.
But it's about streams.
Yes.
So for us here, what we need to do is to teach our people. One, of course, we need to advocate for cheap internet from our governments in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, so that it can be affordable for anybody who has a smartphone to always be on the internet.
True.
Then number two, to teach people how simple it is to stream and the importance of streaming the music of our East African artists.
Yes.
Now, my album Break the Chains, before dropping it, I had about 40,000, monthly listeners. 30 days later, I'm clocking to 180,000.
Yes.
Just 30 days. Imagine.
Yes.
Now, Jay-Z out there would love to work with an artist who has 200 million streams in just 1 year.
Yeah.
But how do you get the 200 million streams? You'd say that Kenya has a population of 50 million, Uganda 50, Rwanda, Tanzania. But you can see that our political lineage is moving towards combining East Africa as one.
Yeah.
And if you combine Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Rwanda, Burundi, Congo, South Sudan, and Ethiopia, we would be about 300 million people.
Yes.
Now, 300 million people, you don't need to go to the US, you don't need to go to Europe to seek for streams.
Yes.
You would only have your people here with cheap internet listening to your music.
Yeah.
And then you'll see Jay-Z coming looking for you because Jay-Z needs that 300 million listeners.
Yes, true.
You get it?
Yes.
Burna Boy wants the 300 million listeners. Even if you looked at Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania alone, 150 to 200 million people, including Rwanda, 200 million people. Every artist in the globe would want to collaborate with an artist who at least gets 20, 30 million streams when they have a project.
True.
So instead of us now wanting to spend money going buying collabos of $50,000, $100,000, let us teach our people here
Yes.
to stream music. Let us show the globe that we've got the numbers here, and then the numbers will give us what we're looking for.
So once we change the consumption culture on this other side, then we'll be doing okay.
Then we will be inviting the big investors and collaborators.
Okay. What is your perspective on artists being signed under record labels? And because now you have said this album, it is fully funded by you.
Yes. It is definitely okay for record labels to sign artists because, I mean, in the first place, the artist doesn't have a coin to start a project. All they have is a talent. You must understand that record labels are a business.
Yes.
Okay? They put their money in you. They expect to make back money. I know there are challenges and there are issues that run around. I'm running a record label myself, on myself. So to move money from my pocket and put it where I don't know whether or when it is going to come back is a challenge.
It's true.
You get it? On myself. So how about if I was doing it with somebody else? Definitely I'm going to, bring up all sorts of contractual, ideas so that I can protect those thousands and thousands of
that
dollars.
We have invested.
So it's okay. If you don't have the money, yes, the only option is record labels because it's a business.
True.
But, maybe very few can afford to do that. And that one is a challenge because when you're young, you can't have money. So your only option is still record label.
Nice. For you, how you dress, always standing out. I can look at your hands.
Thank you.
Very flashy and on your chains also.
I'm required.
How much do you spend when it comes to these chains and making sure that you stand out wherever you go?
Quite fairly well. I mean, it's important for an artist to, look one. Branding is so crucial because if you don't brand yourself, then you disconnect from the music. So it's crucial. I spend quite fairly. I won't be specific, but I spend quite fairly on jewelry. But of course, me as an individual, I'm not so much into jewelry. Though my art requires that I do specific things. What
do we have on today?
Silver. And fashion is not what I do know as Bebe most of the time. But I've got a fashion guy who handles me. Remember now, things are different on my end. I'm from the other generation. And now I've got the young generation dressing me up, saying, no, baby, now this is the shoe that is on. Now, baby, you know what? You're going to put on this shirt. You're going to put on this clothes. These are big pants. This and that. And then you're like, damn.
This was not,
And that adoption is kind of so difficult. Where a young guy is telling you things that you're like, oh no.
My son, this is what...
So I'm not so good into, what I'm supposed to put on or what I put on. As long as it's quality, fits within my my normal life, and then it appeals to the young people.
Nice. So for this particular album, what do you want it to be a takeaway for those who are going to listen to it? What should be their takeaway?
Well, basically, this is the first ever album, and I can guarantee whoever listens to this album, you're going to find for the first time an album where you can pick 6 or more songs, which is very rare for artists to do an album, and they do such a beautiful work. Of course, we all do good work and we all sell our, brands, but this album specifically. Then secondly, this album, Break the Chains, that title should appeal to everyone. You need to get out of your comfort zone. As in if you're doing the same thing and you're expecting a different result, stop it. Do something different. You will get the different result. Number 3, all those titles have a very important meaning. Combined or singular. You can rearrange the titles of my album and you make different statements in life that mean a lot.
Yes.
You know, motivation, hips don't lie, rectangle love, mission it, check. You know, so you have a lot, hidden agendas, stuff like that. So it's worth listening to, and I want to encourage or ask my Kenyan people, my Kenyan brothers and sisters, to stream this album. Break the Chains is a game changer. Yes.
Nice. As we try to probably wind up and bring everything together, what are we looking forward to in terms of the future with this particular album? Because now we are targeting the international stage.
Yes.
Do we have specifically saying this is some of the goals that we want to achieve? Probably have a show at the O2 Arena, probably a tour in the US and all that.
Yes, definitely. I began my media tour in Kenya. I will go all through East Africa. And then from there, I will head to the UK. From the UK, I will go to West Africa. From West Africa, I will go to South Africa. In the media tour. Yes. And of course, along the way, the target is to open up, you know, to the big venues. I'm very sure my performances will begin next year. I'll be ready next year. But also, we're gearing up for the second album. Because now we are very sure the chains are broken. So my next album will be called Broken Chains.
Nice.
Now, Broken Chains will be as a result of the Break the Chains. You get it?
Yes.
So all this is working together. So by the time we do the concerts next year, we will be in gear finalizing Broken Chains. Because those two will have to make sense to anybody. Yes,
nice. So with the mention of that, are there, let's say, Kenyan and African or even international stars that you're looking at to say, if I get a collaboration with this particular artist, it will be a good thing for our next album?
Of course, I'm looking towards doing collaborations with different stars in different regions. But I'm very sure that every star would want to get onto a song or an album that is doing good. So right now, my focus is mainly to push this album. And along the way, of course, we will be in position to see who is interested. And we also want to target specific people so that this music can further go. Yes.
Nice. Locally here, have you met with your brothers from Sauti Sol?
Bien, I don't know if they're around. I came in yesterday, but at least I've met Naz and Wyre. I'm very sure by the time I leave on Sunday, I will have met all my, OGs and OBs. Man, I miss Kenya. I miss the clubhouse. I miss so many things.
What have you enjoyed so far since you landed here yesterday?
I mean, I'm here at Kiss. I'm meeting people who I used to be with. I'm seeing young people. I'm seeing the same roads. I was just telling someone, I asked a driver yesterday, does Koinange Street still exist? And is it still doing the same business? and these are the small things that, remind me of Kenya. The Kenya cinema area, Afia Center. Well, quite so many things. The memories just keep budging back. South C, South B. I used to roam all over those places, man. Mombasa Road. Damn.
Now it has changed. It has an expressway from there.
I saw. I came from the expressway and I'm looking for South C and South B. I can't find. Kenya. I'm home anyway, and I'm so happy and proud. The one thing I took away that never stopped was Sukuma Wiki.
Also, when you
in
back
Uganda,
at home,
that's a must. That's a must. Because it was a challenge for me when I had come here. How do you eat food without soup? You eat ugali. Ugali is hard and there's no soup in it. So later on, as I grew, I understood the meaning of the importance of, vegetables and greens. Because what they do is totally what every human needs in the body. So I understand now why Kenyans are very hard-bodied and they can. I don't think the rate of cancer in Kenya is as bad as the rate in Uganda, and this all comes from lifestyle.
Yeah, true.
But then, if you look at the people who eat sukuma wiki and ugali, I'm not surprised on the racetracks internationally. Kenya is not touched. You get it?
Yeah.
And then the people who grow oldest, they like those who can grow long, many years.
Yeah.
Find out what they eat. And my research gives me sukuma wiki should be on the table.
Do you have a favorite meal whenever you come here?
Of course I have to, but unfortunately Kenya also I don't like you Kenyan guys. Because I got some bad behaviors here. I ate too much nyama choma. Still and ugali, of course, plus sukuma. So what happened is I got myself some bad disease called gout. I was eating too much mbuzi. Instead of eating some fish and nyama
every
kila
time.
siku nyama. So when now I'm on medication. So I miss nyama choma, but I'm sure I can eat my. I want to go to eat that roasted chicken and ugali. That's my stuff.
Yeah.
That's it. And of course, sukuma wiki. I don't like this other stuff. I haven't eaten. Yesterday I had only one piece of pizza because it happened to be around where I was. But I've not had a meal since now. It's 18 hours. Yes.
Is that intentional? Or you've been busy?
50-50. Busy and intentional until I meet my ugali and chicken choma.
Yeah. That will be it. Nice. But you have a Nyiko. She will be able to plug you.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yes. I think with that, we are very happy that you have been able to chat with us, explain the album, we get an insight so that when we listen to the album, we understand where it is coming from, the goals we want to achieve with the album. So I don't want us to sign out, but as we do, probably get a cappella of a song from the album so that people, as they go to listen to the album, yes, we have the real Bebe in the house.
So we have this song I did on the album. It's called Check.
Yes.
Check. It's relatively talking about every person. I met this girl at the beach and I want to vibe her. And as I start talking to her, she just summarizes everything for me quickly. And she says, don't waste your time. My issues is all about a check. I do it for the check.
Yes.
So if you got the check, give me the check and you get what you want. And that's nowadays it's the order of the day. Everywhere you go, I'm not encouraging that and I'm not disrespecting anybody. But I'm saying it's the order of the day. So you go to work like now, it's the check.
Yeah, true.
You go to school, whatever you do, it's a check. So I did this with Joshua Baraka.
Yeah.
I met a girl on Monday, pretty girl so fine. I was at the beach a little tipsy when she was such a vibe. I tell her I really like you, girlie. I said, can you be my main chick, honey? Your melanin is so clean, my darling. Can I make you mine? Yeah. She said she do it for the check. Do it for the paper. She said she do it for the check. Or for the moolah. Oh, short is for the check. Do it for the paper. She said she do it for the check. All for the paper, all for the moolah, all for the check.
Fantastic. And a favorite song from you, there's a song I like the video and the execution. The song is called Wyre.
Wyre.
Wyre was bad. Where was that video shot?
It was shot in California.
That was I
had to go deep in the villages where those big cowboy guys are.
Yeah.
And it was a very nice experience.
They delivered that.
I know some of these songs on this album are going to be shot right there.
Yeah. That was a masterpiece.
Thank you.
Delivered even the video and everything.
Thank you.
Kudos.
Thank you.
Yes. Asante sana for speaking to us.
Asante
And that is
kabisa.
all what we had on Mpasho. My name is Dennis Milimo, ukipenda mjukuu wa mfalme, and we had who?
Bebe cool.
Yes. Thank you.
You're
We are
welcome.
out.